Times Now Politics. Poll of polls.
Okay, welcome back to the Times Now poll of polls. It's getting more and more interesting and we are getting warmed up into a debate. Just a quick summary of what we are putting so far. We are projecting here, rather I always say we are not projecting. C. Voter is projecting. Chanakya is projecting. A.C. Nielsen is projecting.
Right.
And if there were anything called an arm's length distance, then I have twice the arm's length distance from you, my friend. And I hope I have some competitive advantage of getting you into the studio because you have a bounded responsibility of telling our viewers what your final assessment for Delhi is.
Yes.
When will you give us the final number for 5 p.m. in Delhi?
I think we are still computing, and because as you know, the Election Commission gives chance to everybody who is in the line. So actually the polling will conclude not before 6:30. Let me tell you. The polling hours are over, but there are still people in the line as our researchers are telling it.
In fact, the latest update I got from Madhavdas Gopalakrishnan, Deputy Bureau Chief, reporting outside the Chief Electoral Officer's office, I think I just have him lined up, is that there are more than 1 lakh people still waiting to vote in Delhi. The 1 lakh people still waiting to vote in Delhi. Yes, and no, 1 second. Let me share the other interesting part of news. I was told that in some parts of Delhi, the electoral officers are saying we'll allow voting right after 7:30 p.m. if required, so that everybody gets a... I think we should give them a round of applause for that. That's fantastic. And to the people of Delhi for coming out and voting like that, we are proud of you. And let this participative politics grow and grow and grow till the next election. Madhav, what's happening? Absolutely. Madhav, what's happening?
Well, Arnab, two constituencies, Trilokpuri and Krishnanagar, are among several dozen constituencies where there are hundreds of voters in the booth still waiting to cast their vote. It's been well over an hour after the official time has ended. The booths have officially been closed, but before 5 o'clock, whoever's got a voter slip, all of these voters are going to be allowed to complete their voting. It could be well beyond 7:30 before the final figures come out. We are expecting the Delhi Chief Electoral Officer to come out and finally give the tally as far as the percentage of votes polled is concerned, but the big difficulty is that they're in the process of tabulating. Sources say it could be up to 1 lakh people who are yet to cast their vote. The number of voter slips are being counted at this point of time. The number of voter slips issued at 5 o'clock, and that is the process that is on at this point of time. Once that is completed, we will get a final voting percent as far as the number of voters who have turned up today, and that's when we'll get a final tally as to how much Delhi has voted. The big question to look out will be whether it actually will cross 70% or not. In certain constituencies, let me tell you, Arnab, in RK Puram, it's been up to 80%. In GK, it's been up to 79%. Urban apathy is something that Delhi has often been accused of, but this election, that doesn't seem to be the case.
Amazing numbers, isn't it? Amazing numbers. Shahid Siddiqui, editor of Nai Dunya, resident of Delhi. Welcome to the. What do you make of these numbers, Shahid sir?
I mean, it's amazing, and I salute the media because it's the media revolution which has brought about this change. In the last 5 to 10 years, people have become extremely aware of.
Can I go across and shake your hand?
Yes, absolutely.
Come on, thank you for the. And we call ourselves the self-congratulatory club of Delhi. After all the battering the media has brought for other reasons last week, I think we have a right to celebrate today. We also have joining us someone not very happy with the media of late. His name is, but he's one of the best speakers of the Aam Aadmi Party. His name is Kumar Vishwas. Welcome to the debate. And joining him is another young and dynamic leader of the BJP who is coming back on Times Now after a long time. That's Vani Tripathi joining us this evening. Vani, good evening. Kumar Vishwas, good evening. सवाल काफी सीधा सा है और मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगा ताकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग दिल्ली के भी इस बात को फॉलो कर सके। तो मेरा सवाल यह है कुमार विश्वास जी की कम सुन रहे हैं कि जैसे आरके पुरम में 80% की वोटिंग हो रही है, 79%, 80%, 75% की वोटिंग हो रही है, तो और हर्षवर्धन जी हमारे साथ हैं, तो उनसे भी ये पूछना चाहूंगा। पहले आपसे पूछता हूं कुमार विश्वास जी, ये वोट किसके लिए पड़ रहे हैं, किसको मिल रहे हैं ये वोट?
ये तो वोटर की अपनी उद्घोषणा है कि वो किसके समर्थन में है, लेकिन मैं पूरी दिल्ली के उन तमाम लोगों को बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं जिन्होंने पिछले 3 साल में इस देश में बदलते हुए विमर्श को स्वीकार किया और जिन्होंने देश के नेताओं को ये संकेत दिया कि पारंपरिक राजनीतिक अखाड़ों से अब आप चीजें तय नहीं कर सकते, आटे की बोरियों से, शराब से, जातिगत समीकरणों से, धार्मिक बातों से। और उन सब कार्यकर्ताओं, असंख्य कार्यकर्ता जो पूरी दुनिया से, देश भर से आए, जिन्होंने एक नई उम्मीद की किरण हम लोगों के माध्यम से देखी और आप लोगों के माध्यम से देखी, उन सबको दोनों हाथों सलाम, बहुत बहुत बधाई। दूसरे अर्नब, जो आप आंकड़े अब दिखाएंगे, उनकी विश्वसनीयता के प्रति हम पहले भी तटस्थ थे और अब भी तटस्थ हैं, क्योंकि हमने पहले कहा था और आज भी कह रहे हैं कि हम राजनीति करने नहीं आए, राजनीति बदलने आए हैं। और ये हमने पूरी कोशिश की कि हम मुद्दों पर चिपके रहें, किस तरह से बात मुद्दों पर होती रहे, चाहे इंक फेंकी जाए, चाहे स्टिंग कराए जाए, लेकिन हम इस बात पर करते हैं कि 70 मैनिफेस्टो अगर हम बनाएंगे तो बनाएंगे। भाजपा के आदरणीय हर्षवर्धन जी हमारे साथ हैं, इन्होंने भी घोषणा की थी, सकारात्मक राजनीति की कोशिश की, हम उनका आभार व्यक्त करते हैं, पर 3 ही बना पाए। तो हम बार बार कोशिश करेंगे और अगर ये संकेत दिल्ली से हमें जैसे भी मिले, हम इसके प्रति आभार व्यक्त करते हुए पूरे देश में इस राजनीतिक परिवर्तन की क्रांति को लेकर जाएंगे।
तो एग्जिट पोल्स दिखा रहे हैं कि एसी नीलसन कह रही है कि 18 सीट मिलेंगे आपको, सी वोटर कह रहा है कि आपको 16 सीट मिलेंगी।
अर्नब, इस देश में
दोनों ही पोल्स में, एक मिनट, बाय द वे कुमार विश्वास, यू आर नॉट द ओनली पर्सन अपसेट विद द पोल्स. And I would like to tell you, if you notice today, there is no Congress leader on our channel the whole evening. They are more upset with polls than the Aam Aadmi Party.
Definitely not. हम बिल्कुल बहुत प्रसन्न हैं। और आपको याद होगा कि देश के वरिष्ठ नेता अरुण जेटली जी, उन्होंने अभी 7 दिन पहले कहा था कि अगर एक सीट भी आम आदमी पार्टी को मिल जाए तो मुझे आश्चर्य होगा। हमने तब भी प्रतिक्रिया नहीं की थी, क्योंकि सीटों के इस आकलन में हम हैं नहीं। हम केवल ये कहने आए थे कि हमने आपसे कहा कानून बना दो, हमने आपसे कहा गुड गवर्नेंस कर दो, आपसे लोग नाराज थे, आपने हमें धुतकार दिया और कहा कि जाओ चुनाव लड़ो और अपनी औकात देखो। तो हम लोगों ने लड़ा, आम आदमी ने इस चुनौती को स्वीकार की, और जब जब देश की राजनीति आम आदमी के सवालों से कटके इस तरह की चुनौती देगी, हम हर बार स्वीकार करेंगे।
ओके, बिफोर आई गो टू हर्षवर्धन जी, आई वांट हर्षवर्धन जी, I just want to get Vani Tripathi wants to respond to Kumar Vishwas. Then I have a few questions for the Delhi Chief Ministerial candidate. So Vani Tripathi, you know, the numbers are showing that the BJP is doing well, but not well enough to win. Not well enough to go past the halfway mark on its own, you know. And that's a big difference, isn't it?
No, I don't think it's a big difference. Well, for once, it's a celebration of democracy. That your reporter was just now saying about 10 minutes ago that there are about 1 lakh people outside poll booths in various parts of Delhi, which means that it is a decisive mandate as far as Delhi is concerned. Also the fact that there is a very large number of young voters, which will be first-time voters for the Delhi Vidhan Sabha election. And we always used to hear that, you know, the youth has become cynical about the politics of the time and also about governance structures, also about leaders. This itself is a celebration and the beauty of democracy, that there are still people.
But is it in your favor, the celebration? Many people, the hunch is that the anecdotal evidence is that most of these people could be voting for the Aam Aadmi Party, because these are first-time voters. The committed BJP and Congress leaders are there, but there are only 16 assembly constituencies, only 16, which the BJP won with a margin higher than 5,000 votes in the 2008 assembly elections. You must keep that in mind. Your stronghold is only 16 seats.
I have been on the ground, at least West Delhi where I grew up, I've been to various constituencies. I'm seeing a handsome margin victory for most of our candidates. Also the fact that the enthusiasm one is seen not just in BJP workers, and also people who've come out in large numbers to vote. I was in Tilak Vihar just about half an hour ago before I started to come to your debate. There were thousands and thousands of people in various parts of West Delhi also waiting to vote. What is very interesting to be noted in this election is it's a clear mandate for change of governance, and the BJP is coming, and the enthusiasm indicates, including your exit poll towards it, I think we are doing very well. And also the fact that there is space for a third force in Delhi. As Mr. Kumar Vishwas, who just now was saying they are not in the seat sharing game, the fact that there is a space which has been created also indicates that Delhi and the demographics of Delhi has gone through a sea of change.
Vani Tripathi, let's go to the BJP's Chief Ministerial candidate. हर्षवर्धन जी, पहला सवाल मेरा है, दूसरा सवाल नाविका कुमार जी आपको पूछेंगी. तो my first question to you is, Harshvardhan ji, this phenomenal turnout. Are you worried? Are you worried that this turnout may be all these enthusiastic people who will go and vote for the Jharu this time? Because, you know, a lot of young people, we are told, a lot of women, a lot of first-time voters are going and saying we are going to vote for the Jharu. This has not happened before. The BJP existed as a party in 2008. You were there as a party in 2003. But people were not voting till 7:30 in the evening in any of those elections. Only this time it is happening.
You see, I am not the least worried about it, and I am still absolutely sure that we are going to do well at the end of the day. And when the results come out on 8th, probably there will be a sea change in what is being projected through the exit polls today and what will actually happen on 8th.
You're still not happy with the number? I thought you'd be thrilled with 32 seats. I thought, in fact, that since the BJP takes a lot of pleasure in how badly the Aam Aadmi Party is doing, I thought you would be
with having a much better booth management infrastructure and the people on the ground.
Yeah,
but I will always say, before I go, because Arnab, I have to move, I'll just say one thing.
Let's take the disagreement while it's fresh.
Yeah.
Ashok Malik.
See, I'm not really disagreeing, because there is something in voting called the bandwagon effect. If you are having 80% voting in Delhi, you are likely to see a clear mandate, one way or the other.
Exactly.
And a bandwagon effect would suggest if the BJP is getting 32, they should be able to push it to 35 or 26.
Arnab, first of all, Delhi is significant not just because of the Aam Aadmi Party. If the Narendra Modi candidacy has real sort of momentum, it should win in an urban seat like Delhi. That this should be the classic Modi supporting constituency. So it's very important for the BJP also and for Mr. Modi. Secondly, I have one more question, Arnab.
No, how is the Modi factor being checked in Delhi?
Because he campaigned so much in Delhi.
He campaigned in Chhattisgarh, he campaigned in Madhya Pradesh, which results of which we're going to put out later.
Delhi is important, more important than other states for Narendra Modi, because there is a double anti-incumbency. There is a central government.
I must say.
And there's a state government.
Aarti, one at a time.
In Delhi, they were asking for votes in Narendra Modi's name. Every poster has Narendra Modi bigger than Rajasthan.
One at a time. Lord Meghnad Desai and Artosh.
Narendra Modi is basically an urban vote catcher.
Yeah.
And Delhi is an urban...
How many constituencies have urban bipolar contests in India? Tell me, between Congress and BJP. How many? Delhi is perhaps the only one?
Exactly.
It's the only one. So that's why I'm saying it's not a litmus test for the country. Artosh.
To me, the biggest takeaway from this election, irrespective of who forms the government, is that the Aam Aadmi Party is a long-term viable prospect in Indian politics, and I look forward to seeing where they go next, what they do next.
Many of the Modi fans, and let me tell you, Aam Aadmi Party actually captured the imagination of the youth. My team, I mean, I can tell you in my own office, it's very interesting to see the youngsters saying rooting for Aam Aadmi Party big time. My IIT is an IITian. Sanket, for the last 3 hours, he has been telling me how on probability he can actually see the Aam Aadmi Party getting a majority with 25.
Big smile there on the faces of the Aam Aadmi Party. Yashwant Deshmukh, the interesting, Yashwant Deshmukh, who's taken the most fire here from the Aam Aadmi Party. Unfortunately, I've always been defending him. He himself says that tremendous enthusiasm for Kejriwal and for the Aam Aadmi Party. Now we are going to debate this. By the way, I take a call. Should we put out the results of Madhya Pradesh on the other side? We put out the results of Madhya Pradesh on the other side, give you a national picture, and come and do the debate on Delhi back in 2 minutes on this special broadcast.
दिल्ली वाले बहुत इस बारे में बहुत जानकार हैं इलेक्शन के बारे में, उनको सब समझ है और उनको पता है कि कितना महत्वपूर्ण है उनका मत.
Times Now Politics, poll of polls.